Hello everyone, and welcome to this quick tutorial on how to download and use the FFBE JP Patcher. Now apologies, I do have a bit of a cold and I do have a cough drop in my mouth, so I want to try and get all of this done before it finishes and I start coughing as if I've just contracted the plague. So to get the FFBE patcher, you can open this GitHub repository linked in the video description down below, and you can head right here to releases. This has just been updated 12 minutes ago, so you can go ahead and click on that. And then over here we have FFBE patcher installer.executable. We can go ahead and download that one and save it in your downloads folder and open it up. Now, if you already have an older version of the FFBE patcher, you could go ahead and update it directly from the app. And you can do so by clicking this little icon right here. It'll say that there's an update available. You can go ahead and click on update. It should close that and you should get the setup right here. With FFBE Patcher version 2.0, which is the same as the latest version right here. Now, if you open the installer, you would get the same window. Now, there is a chance that you might get a window that says, hey, this is from an untrusted publisher. Just make sure to click on more info and then run anyway at the bottom. Uh, Now, if you would like to run the code yourself, uh, your source code is available right here, and there's a quick tutorial on how you can build the project down below. I won't go into the details of that because it's a little bit long and cumbersome, and we're just here because we want FFBE in English. So we'll go ahead and update that. It would create an icon for you on your desktop. That is an option, and go ahead and launch the patcher. Now, for the patcher to work, you need to have the PC version of FFBE installed through a client called And app. Once you have that installed, in the home page, you can just click on Final Fantasy Brave Exvius and click on, well, I already have it downloaded and installed, so it doesn't show up, but an icon like this should show up. So you click on that, go through the menus, and you should have it installed. Now I'm good. FFBE right now. This is before patching to show you how, uh, basically how it works. And I turned off the audio for the game, but it's all right. Uh, so anyway, yeah, this is just FFBE, and I've had this account for a while. Just have some files to download because I have been playing with the files a little bit, so I just wanted a fresh, clean slate to show you guys how this works. All right, so this is the game. This is one of my alt accounts. This is what I've been using for the patcher. Now, just a quick disclaimer: this patcher does not affect game files that have to do with content. This is just text. So you should be safe using this. Uh, I've been I've had this account since April, so that's about 6 months ago, and I haven't gotten banned or restricted by using this patch. So it should be safe. However, if Square Enix or Gumi, no, sorry, Alum is the JP guys, do you decide that, hey, we don't support this anymore, you would have to revert back to the original files. This is just a disclaimer. So over here, this is the unpatched game. You can see some here, the menu items are in Japanese. The settings here are in Japanese. If we head to the units, uh, the unit names are in Japanese, and certain menu items are also in Japanese. So make sure that the game is closed before you do this. And we'll patch the story event. You get a little confirmation message right here. You click on yes, and once this the little purple progress bar disappears, that means that the selected content has been patched. Now, for the core files, this is gonna take a little while to do so. And once that progress bar is done, that means the game has been patched. It might be a little bit slower for you guys, but please wait until you see the progress bar appear and disappear. And after it's done, that means it's done patching. I will add a fix to this in a future release, but as of right now, this is how it is. So please bear with me. So let's open up the game and see how it acts. Uh, Now, a little quick indicator, this is unintended by the way, to know if the patch is working, is if the chocobo is glitching in and out of existence. Well, a good part of the chocobo and rain are glitching in and out of existence. Unfortunately, to make such a program, sacrifices had to be made, and we decided that we needed 5/6 of a chocobo. So now that we're in the game, you may have noticed that there's an English word over here. Ooh, it says done. And there are a lot more menu items that got translated to English, like this one over here. You can see that some of the settings here are in English, and even some of the pop-up menus that actually tell you what it does are also in English. Uh, you still have to memorize what yes and no means. Uh, just look at these two icons right here. Just imagine somebody's wagging a finger at you and saying, no, 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 sir. And uh, this is no, this is yes. Uh, what else has changed? Well, these menu items, these are still a work in progress. You can see the words are coming out of the boxes. That is an unintended effect. We will fix that in a later release. That won't require the patcher update. This is just the core files. And you can see a lot of the unit names are now in English, like Rain, Lost Nation, Laswell, Lost Nation, Arden, the King's Avenger, Chosen King's Guide, Lunafreya, and Blitz Ace, Titas. These are units that were not released on global, excuse me. So it's kind of nice to see their names here are in English. On top of that, a lot of their abilities are also translated to English. Like here, Power of Genova Cell, Supremacy, Fallen Angel. Do bear in mind that if a unit has been released on global, chances are that all of their kit would be translated. However, if a unit has not been released, like Cloud Journeying for Truth over here, and V plus Cloud, as of right now, uh, a good chunk of their abilities are still in Japanese, like his guts ability and his unlock ability over here are still in Japanese. Uh, what else? Oh, searching for a unit. So if you wanted to search for a specific unit, let's say Reagan, you can now search for them in English, which is kind of nice if you're looking for a specific unit and you don't feel like scrolling forever. You can go ahead and search for them. And after a quick audit, all of the units have been translated to English, even the latest ones. As of right now, it is October 21st, and a couple of hours ago, we got. Oh, I guess I needed to update my internal clock because Reagan and Axstar from Ultimate Summon have not showed up as banners. Uh, but the Fire Fate Lightning, for example, the unit that got released before, well, Snow, technically Snow did. Uh, there he is. Snow and Fang, Indomitable Hero Snow, these are also in English. And you can see here a good chunk, well, not necessarily a good chunk, but uh, a decent amount of the text has been translated to English, and that includes the summons. So if we were to summon a unit, I'll bite the bullet and summon Lightning over here since I have for special tickets. Forgive me, Chocobo. And here we go. We got gravy. Uh, the text over here is also work in progress. So yeah, this is what we have so far. A good chunk of the menus are done translating. Uh, Exploration Party has returned. So it's not everything, but it should give you a good feel on, the game in general. And I should also clarify that uh, in some cases, when you get the login rewards, let's say you get a login reward of 100 lapis, it might show up as 1,000. It is not. It's 100 and then O from the word obtained and then obtained lapis. I forgot to put a space between the number and O, so my bad on that. Don't think dispatch is giving you 10 times more lapis than what you're receiving. As for the story event, uh, over here, I believe I did translate the first two chapters so far. I was waiting on chapter 4 to release for more context. Uh, but the text, the story, will also be in English. Here we go. Rain is stuffed. Something that Laswell wishes he could tell Rain. Anyway, uh, I won't go into the story. You can view it yourself. I do have a video linked if you'd like to watch it and not go through all the hassle. And finally, there are some more things inside battles. So let's pick. Where are my guys? Yep, this party. When you're inside a battle, a lot of the tooltips are also in English. So, for example, here you can see, you can actually read that the enemy has an imperil of fire, ice, thunder, water, earth, etc. The types of buffs or the buffs and debuffs on every unit in English. And also here in this menu, these are also in English. We don't want to target that. So yeah, this is what I've got so far for you. Big shout out to everyone who has helped me with this project. It's going much faster than anticipated, and with only 10 days until global goes end of service, I'm hoping that this patch would make your experience with FFBE, at least on the JP side, slightly more enjoyable. Uh, it is a different game in terms of the way how it's written versus global, because global has a lot of localization files that are all found in one folder, and the game reads it, the Japanese files, and then adds the English on top of it. But uh, yeah, the more I'm learning about the way how this game works, the more fascinated I am, and I want to say I get a little bit more appreciation for the devs for doing this every single week. It might take me a couple of hours with the help of some of my friends as well, but still, it's just a couple of hours of translating, and then we have to test it to make sure that everything works well, and then uploading it. So, yeah, it is an experience, and I did not mean to go on that rant, so I'm gonna end the video right here. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment down below. Uh, I'll try to answer them as much as possible. And if you have any suggestions, you can report issues here on directly on GitHub. This would let me know that hey, uh, uh, I don't know, there's an issue with one of the events is not showing up, or something is skewed. If you raise an issue right here, I'll be sure to get to it as soon as possible. And also, if you'd like to do this manually, you can download the files from this repository FFBE JP patch files. It should be a public repository where everyone can get their hands on the files themselves. So locate where these are found on your computer and then replace them accordingly, and you should get the files themselves without needing to download and install the patcher. Uh, so yeah, I'll leave all the relevant links for these two in the description. And yeah, I would love your feedback. Any form of criticism is welcome. Uh, and yeah, thank you for watching and hope you have a nice rest of your day. Take care.